Hello and welcome back to Just Some Space Guy. I'm here with another Eden Zero video. I didn't make a proper video recently because I was sick, so I just uploaded the pre-recorded shorts. Iron deficiency is pretty annoying, not gonna lie. In one moment you are fine, in other moment everything is moving around you and you barely can stand up without collapsing or something. So yeah, now that it went through me, I am back. So I wanted to talk about the recent chapter of Eden Zero, chapter 187. The chapter is actually continued where stopped last time, obviously. What is the Shiki contra Wizard fight? And during this fight, we actually get something interesting. A lead right at the end of the chapter of what actually going on. And this gives me an idea of what direction we are heading with the story. But before I start my video, here is the usual deal. Please like and subscribe. It's 100% free. And you always can unsubscribe later. It helps me reach more people. You know, basic YouTuber stuff. Now, back to the video. So we got another chapter focusing heavily on fights. The fights between Wizard and Shiki is actually pretty great and actionful. This is going to be a peak if it gets animated. And if it gets animated in high quality and not some old shonen style animation. Please GC stuff, if you could do magic with railgun and index, you can do the same with ease. Just please do it. Anyway, during this fight we got either some foreshadowing or just a reference to Fairytail in the names of wizard moves and how he is using his magic. In the case where it's not foreshadowing, just reference, in wizard memories what Shiki absorb, we can see something really interesting. We can see wizard and witch interacting and flirting with each other. The magician of the courtroom. From what they are talking about, it's clear that they are liars, or they are in a occupation related to court. You also can see that they are missing the lines on their faces, which from the cheeks will wizard from his forehead. I think that means that in the memories they are humans, in a regular occupation, what a human does. What if both of them were part of a different universe once, or part of a universe that existed way before the birth of the current Grand Shiki universe? I already once talked about how matter and the current state of the universe might be the consequences of human experiments with ether. What if the same thing happened? Humans started developing fast and they discovered ether, and the experiments with it lead to destruction of the universe we know about, and left behind a wicked, crazy universe what breaks the rule of reality, a new universe filled with ether. This would explain the artifacts being regular day objects, resembling objects from our world like dices, bottle caps, and wall buildings. This ether catastrophe shattered our planet and the universe, and those who survived went on to develop the new human civilizations in this new strange universe. And their ancestors are the people we see in Eden Zero. But they weren't the only survivors. They were people who survived on a different plane of existence. These people might have been the people who were directly responsible for the catastrophe that occurred, or they were close by. And since they were much closer to the epicenter of the catastrophe, the ether put their souls, or perhaps memories, on an ether-based plane of existence. And now these people might have been trying to come back to fix everything and return the universe back to its original form, like witch, wizard, hermit, killer, valkyr, brigadier, sister, clone, Ziggy. All of them might have been the people from the previous universe who survive in this form, and to be able to fix the universe, they possessed the bodies of androids. We've seen something similar once already, and that was Xenolith. Xenolith was once a human, and now he lives in the body of an android. What if all of the Eden Zero and the Eden's 1 androids had the same fate? They all were once humans, and after the catastrophe, they lost their bodies, and to survive, they had to possess androids and machines and so on to be able to interact with this new world. And since they are the only survivors of the catastrophe, it makes sense that they are trying to find Mother, since if Mother is really capable of granting any wish, that will mean that she is able to reverse the effects of the catastrophe and return everything back to normal and fix the universe. This will explain why are they ruthless towards humans of this universe, since if she puts everything back to normal, all the current humans will be erased from existence, so obviously there is no reason for them to care about them. Or perhaps killing them will free their souls or hearts before the universe is fixed, or something in between these lines. This theory further makes sense if we take into consideration what jobs the stars fill in. If these people were really in the epicenter of the catastrophe, it would make sense that they are scientists. Hermit and killer could both fall under this. Sister also is a doctor, and probably clown is somehow related to that. Wizard and witch are lawyers. They could be in the research building with them for some reasons. The only people who don't fit are probably Valkyr and Brigadier. Brigadier in the last chapter said that he doesn't understand the difficult concepts. So he's clearly not a scientist, but at the same time, laboratories do have strict security. He and Valkyr could have been the security staff when the catastrophe happened. This would also explain why are they the main combatants of the Edens. Now the only person who remains is Ziggy himself. What was Ziggy's role? I wouldn't say it's far-fetched to say he might have been one of the few leading scientists in the experiment. Since all stars were under his command once, it would make sense that he was probably in some kind of leadership. And after the catastrophe happened, the remaining people who could remember would be around him. Now the only hole what remains is why doesn't the Shining Stars remembers any of this, and why did Ziggy erase their memories? And most importantly, why did he decide to stop looking for Mother and raise Shiki? But what if Ziggy didn't erase their memories to begin with? What if the culprit was Shiki all along? We saw Shiki making the memories of others fall into him. It's not an ability what he uses on its own, but it just happens sometimes. What if he used much stronger version of this ability when he was a baby and absorbed their memories to prevent them from searching for Mother, or to prevent them to revive the universe back to normal? This would explain why does Ziggy want to kill Shiki. He knows that he has the ability to stop them from fixing the universe. But the thing what makes me think is why would Shiki do such thing? He only took away their memories of the previous world and not this one. Why? The answer might lay in that he was probably the author leading researcher in the previous universe alongside Ziggy. He was probably the reason why the catastrophe happened. He probably wanted to change the world to a place of his liking and use the ether to revive everything for his liking. And after the catastrophe, he wished from Mother to be reborn into a new baby, but somehow Ziggy managed to interfere and they probably removed each other's memories. in the process somehow. But Ziggy was the more successful one since he started remembering, while Shiki still knows nothing fully. Or should I say absolutely nothing outside of the feeling that he once already met Mother. Or Ziggy might have put a backup memory on a satellite on Grumble, and that's why he remembers. Shiki might have a plan for this universe what Ziggy wants to stop at all cost. Another possibility will be the exact opposite of this, and that is that Ziggy was the evil scientist, while Shiki was the one who tried to stop him. And to prevent the stars from turning against him, and to be able to use them, he erased or blocked their memories. Shiki was able to stop him temporarily in the past in front of Mother, but the cost was his own memories and body. And if Ziggy really put a backup memory on Grumble, that would explain why did he died or stopped functioning. Sonolit also stopped functioning while he was doing the update. Ziggy might have went through the same process, but this led to a split personality, what we saw when he fought Elsie. Now the last question is, what is Ziggy or Shiki trying to accomplish? Is it fixing the universe or something entirely different? What if the catastrophe happened because he wanted to do something, but the authors realized it in time and were trying to stop him? This caused the catastrophe what shattered the world into its current state, and since he wasn't able to fully accomplish his goals, he's now trying to continue his plans and finishing what he started. He might try to be the ruler of everything, and the name of the universe might be a foreshadowing for this. Well, that's my theory for this time. It's probably my longest theory yet. We are definitely going to see what's next in the next chapter, unless Mashima left us on a cliffhanger for a few chapters. What do you think about this theory? Make sure to tell me in the comment section below. See you guys next time in another video. Like inspecting everything.